stage 3 of the event. Two new stage towns from Henley Beach to Nan, and it is a ride of 140.8 kilometres. These are the beautiful Southern Ocean waters here. The weather is going to be hot, 26 degrees, and well, that's 79 Fahrenheit for our American viewers.
Conditions by Adelaide standards. The time they finish in Nan, it's going to be baking hot, 140.8 kilometres, starting in Henley Beach, neutralised for the first few kilometres down through Glenelg, get out of town, and then it is on into the hills, Chandler's Hill, through Clarendon, got the Ziptrak intermediate sprints. We had the FX King of the Mountains. Wickham Hill is the first of the King of the Mountains after 32 kilometres of racing. Go out the back of the Adelaide Hills and down towards Meadows, and we'll be passing through Echunga, and that's where the Australian Championship has been held in the past. Strathalbyn, a very traditional tour down under town, so the riders get a few flat kilometres, but make no mistake, this is a lumpy stage with 2,500 metres of elevation gain, another FX King of the Mountains in Mount Barker before we enter the circuit in Nan.
Well, that's the circuit, and it's going to be a very hot day today, as you can see it there. I'm Phil Liggett. You just heard from Robbie McEwen.
Well, I hope that the teams and the sprinters will take control of the front of the race. We're not too far away from pulling the gun and getting them rolling away from Henley Beach.
2, 1.
As you mentioned, Phil, the first time at Henley Beach, in the 26th edition.
Some 32 kilometres along the road at Wickham Hill. Flag is waved. And there's an attack from the gun, and we are underway. This isn't Guillaume Martin, is it?
Well, it's Groupama FDJ, but no, it's not Martin.
It is Alini, who was in the breakaway with Guillaume Martin on stage 1.
He was.
And he picked up points for the King of the Mountains classification, but not enough to challenge for the lead. Not yet, anyway.
And he's joined by the Frenchman from the Lotto Intermarché team, Baptiste Verstroffer.
So 3 riders making progress here now. They've just got clear on Flagstaff Hill and making just over a minute on the chasers. No reaction from the field, but the danger man for the King of the Mountains is there again today, Martin Urjestad. And he's at the back at the moment, wearing the polka dot FX King of the Mountains.
UAE come and do a bit of pacemaking because they've got the leader's jersey. They're completely unconcerned, UAE, with what's out the front, and they would have probably said, even before the race started in the neutral, it's over to you guys. We're gonna sit back. You guys control.
2 minutes, 2 seconds. They're nudging ahead as they getting closer to Wickham Hill, which is quite a climb. First,
it's sort of swooping its way in the road, just sweeps left and right before we've got a real kicker at about 3.5–4% gradient from around 450 metres to go to 300 metres to go, and then it's dead straight. It's flat from that point. You can see the finish from a very long way away, and often riders make the mistake of hitting out too early. If I can see it, I can get there. They go, and they say it doesn't seem to be getting closer, and then they get swamped. So it's a matter of getting your timing right. Like him.
Okay.
I didn't like finishing second behind him. As we spoke about, sprinters don't like getting second.
What was he like to battle against? What were his strengths that you had to try and negate?
Oh, his strength was his strength, just out and out, raw power. He had a very good team around him too, often aided and led out by Greg Henderson. That already made it difficult because he was a good sprinter.
So there's the facts and figures on the FX King of the Mountains coming our way to first category, 13.3% at the steepest part of the climb today. It starts gently, and it is a total distance to the top of 2.9 kilometres. The average gradient is 7%.
Behind me,
and don't go too hard in the last couple of 100 metres for the points. Just keep me with you. Now we can see where the break and the peloton are at on the climb. They're both on the climb. 1 minute 48 to go. That's come down from 2.5 to 1:48. And we spoke about the peloton with the domestics riding in service of their sprinters, leading the chase. So they might
And we are back in South Australia in the warm sunshine as summer commences well into it now here. We're on to the Zip Track Stage 3 of the event. 2 new stage towns from Henley Beach to Nan, and it is a ride of 140.8 kilometres. In second place, he won the race last year. The sign in now, and there's the man in his new ochre jersey. He's always wanted to get it back on his shoulders since he won the race in here in Henley Beach over the years. And there's an attack from the gun, and we are underway. This isn't Guillaume Martin, is it?
It is Alini, who was in the breakaway with Guillaume Martin on stage 1.
He was.
And he picked up points for the King of the Mountains classification, but not enough to challenge for the lead. Not yet, anyway.
and the views, Phil.
Oh,
Taking your breath away, haven't they?
they have. Just look up right out to the ocean there now.
They've done almost 1 kilometre on the climb, 1.9 to go.
Just up the hill here, just over the rise, is the banner. You can see it now. There's not going to be any comeback here unless he's going to try and stick it when he gets there. No, he's not. No sprint. Runstad gets maximum points and goes ahead by 10 more points as leader in the King of the Mountains. And Polini only getting third anyway. I don't understand that.
Great to see so many people out on the side of the road. Bistroffer, he does want the points, Phil. You were right. Paolini is not going to challenge. The rider in red goes to collect 3 points.
I just felt they'd reward him for the work he's put in this breakaway. So he's just made it a formality, and they've not resisted. Rivals and friends at the same time. That's what you've got to be when you're in a breakaway. We've seen the kangaroos now around the world. There they are. Hopping a jump away from the Santos Tour Down Under. And they're getting out the heat as well, because look at this now. We're up to 32 degrees now. That's 90 Fahrenheit. It's about an hour left to ride here. 48 kilometres, 30 miles. The riders now inside a minute once again. Remember, they've been away from the 0 kilometre of this race. Now got 48 left, so they've been leading for 92 kilometres. Speed of the race too. Here we are, we're in the Chunga now.
That was it. That was the intermediate
Oh,
sprint
might
for
have
the
missed
Zip
it.
Track. Weierstraff rolled across first, then Paolini, Ulianstad in third. That was at the Hagen Arms Hotel. And they've taken that right-hand turn, as you see. Kick straight up. Really steep kicker out of here.
Paolini sat at the back as he was. Not interested anymore in the King of the Mountains. This is going to be a valuable 5 points, and he deserved this. My goodness me, he's deserved this. He really, any sensible man would have dropped back after the first climb today. He's gone the whole distance just for 5 points.
And he might be going the distance for much, much more than that.
Oh, changing your mind now.
Oh, you've always got to give him a chance, Phil. On the front now, Visma Lisabot. Matthew Brennan just going to have to surf the wheels and start to find his own way to the front. Sam Welsford, he's been pushed further back. This has been such a tough day. Straighten up for the finish, just like in Tanunda. It's Decathlon. Tord Goodmustad with a man in the blue jersey.
Anderson right there.
Lund Anderson poised in second wheel. Matt Brennan there around the outside in the orange. Welsford. Brought forward, left of them, Red Bull Dora Hansgrohe. It's Ineos Grenadiers on the front, Welsford in second wheel. They straighten up for the finish. Welsford, he launches. Wellsford sees the finish line challenge on the left of picture in Wellsford. Too big, too strong, too fast. Sam takes it in there.
That was a very special result, and the first to congratulate him there is Anderson. So, his number 67, he had 6 stage wins in the Santos Tour Down Under, he now has 7.
Well, it was an
What a
event.
sprint finish, Matt.
The emotion. I love the emotion in the interview as well. Ben Swift, the elder statesman of the team, was the last one to deliver him